Hello Kaiju fans. Today I'm going to introduce my channel to you all and what it's all going to be about. So I'm really excited actually. Some of the things I'm probably going to talk about on this channel are comic book reviews, like the comic books from IDW or the ones that have been done by actual Legendary Pictures for the movies. Some other things I really want to do are the movie reviews and news on anything Godzilla, really, because keeping people up to date could really build up hype for the movies. Some other things that I really wanted to do are character bios, maybe do some abilities for the different kaiju or characters from the Godzilla series, and maybe even other series in the future, but for right now I'm thinking of just sticking to Godzilla. And we could also maybe do like some origins and like the strengths of those characters. Some other things I was really thinking about too were maybe doing like some versus battles. You know, maybe for instance, maybe do like a preview of Godzilla versus Kong before it's come out, even though other people have done that already. Probably, maybe go over that in maybe ways that some people haven't really thought of yet, and maybe some different outcomes or some different settings for what they might actually go through and battle in different environments. Some other things you could possibly do too, that I really would want to do are maybe some like art reviews of, some posters, or maybe even like the old posters for like the actual movies from like Toho. Those posters are actually pretty cool. And maybe some concept art too, or maybe like some fan art, because there are some really cool things people have made out there. And we could also do, some figure reviews, some merchandise reviews. Some figures that I'm a really big fan of are the X Plus Gigantic. Pretty much anything from X Plus is pretty cool. I should have something on the way in the next few months based on a pre-order. Probably do a review on that. That'd be pretty cool as well. Merchandise, t-shirts. I mean, even coffee mugs. I don't really drink coffee, but some other things you could probably do too are some different ideas, protectors versus guardians versus destroyers in the Godzilla universe. Destroyers probably being the more evil characters like Ghidorah, for instance, and guardians like Godzilla, because he's a good guy, but not necessarily there to protect humans sometimes, whereas protectors would be like Mothra and Kong, characters like that who actually protect humans. We could also do, some more Godzilla stories about just different fights that have happened in maybe the comics or the movies that, not too many people really know about. And, another idea even could be the top strongest Godzilla monsters. Maybe make like a couple part video or something like that, from maybe weakest to strongest, and, like I said, maybe make it around 2 to 3 parts or something like that. But, in total, the reason I really want to start this channel is because kind of like to make the movies and the comics easier to know about and kind of tell people how to access them easier, because the movies, especially like the older Toho movies, the ones I'm really talking about right now, they're pretty hard to access. I mean, trying to find copies of them is pretty difficult. They did come out for like the Heisei era. They got like this box set now, but it might actually be sold out now. But I mean, it's pretty hard to find a lot of the older movies, and actually be able to do reviews and let people know about them is something I would really like to do, because it'll help build fans. And as well, the comic books, they're not as hard to access as the movies, because you can buy them digitally, but physically, they're, having the physical comic books is pretty difficult. But, if I can tell people about them, and without doing too many spoilers, of course, because, I'd want people to watch them for themselves, have some fun with that. But, mainly I just want this channel to be able to build fans, and, any more fans, that I can add to, the Kaiju franchises. And, if I could just even get a few people to really want to go out and see, Godzilla versus Kong, as long as it still comes out in November, of course, I'd consider that a success. The more fans, the better, of course. But as well, just overall, just want to be able to help people, learn more about Godzilla and all the other characters. And like I said, even later on, I could do, Gamera, which I am a fan of. Maybe even throw in, a little Pacific Rim in there too, because I was, that came out when I was, still a kid, and I was a huge fan of that. Maybe we could even do some, some Ultraman down the way, because Shin Ultraman is apparently supposed to be happening. Don't know if, they're going to stick to that. I really hope they do, because Ultraman's pretty cool as well. But anyway, so if you're interested in any of the things that I just talked about and you're a Kaiju fan, feel free to subscribe and get ready for some videos in the near future. It's going to be a good time.